Hey Spartans, I am Paul Owens, typically I'm behind the
Doesn't matter. I'm going to be running.
The events we had yesterday.
You're going to leave yours zoomed out, follow where they're at. I am going to take, and I'm going to just zoom in a little bit more. So.
Guidance for teenagers. And it looks like we're going to do the national anthem again.
Okay, cool.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
looking forward to get this thing started.
I'm glad we see the national anthem
before we start tonight. All right, well, there we have it. National anthem has been played, and no one's going to come running through the tunnel because we just need to get out on the field and pick up where we left off. There's 6.5 to go here in the first quarter, and the rains came last night. Neither team did much offensively in their first possession, but Oakridge's punt put us right down at our own 1-foot line, in the shadow of our own goalpost, never where you want to be. Start a drive, but first down, 10-yard pass to Bo Peterson, and then the lightning hit. So Sparta is going to take over on offense at their own 11 as the new night begins.
Their own 11-yard line with 6:39
well, it couldn't be any worse now, could it, Paul? Yeah.
I might actually play some footage of that later.
I heard there was some good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I'm having some technical difficulty with our scoreboard, so I'm not really sure right now what matches. So we'll see what happens here.
All right, looks like Sparta's coming out in shotgun formation in a pro set. H back to the right. Snap is to Gordon. Give us to number 1 through a big hole off guard. It's good for 5 yards. Charlie Alt with the carry. Charlie's just a sophomore, seeing his first varsity action of the year.
So how long have you done 78ers, Jeff?
This is my second year coaching the 78er program, but
so those players haven't quite got up to this level yet.
No, we got 2 freshmen on the varsity this year. Despite their coaching last year, we've got 2 freshmen playing.
I doubt that's the case.
Same formation for Sparta, pro form, offset to the left with the running back, H back to the right. The give again to Alt. Ooh, a little less there this time, but still a decent hole. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 as he runs, again, between guard and tackle.
And I am having trouble with that scoreboard, so I apologize. We have 5:39 and change in the quarter. What do we got, 3rd and 2?
3rd and 2, correct.
All right, I'll see if I can get that scoreboard back and up and going.
Ooh, Sparta's got them spread out here. We got spread formation, twins on both sides. Gordon in the shotgun, offset back to his right. Deep motion, handoff inside to Alt again. It looks like he's going to fall forward, and it's going to be close. It depends on the spot. They're going to give him the first down. The old left foot versus right foot spot here. We got the right foot spot from the side judge. And just barely first down. That is a stout Oakridge front. They are coached well by Kerry Harger, the pride of Hope College. He played offensive line. I know this because I had to be his practice dummy and go against him when I was at Hope College.
Ouch. That sounds rough.
A lot of Hope College coaches, or a lot of former Hope College players coaching. In the shotgun, we had trips to the left. Over the top, there's a deep pass from Gordon. Oh! Jamari Dornbush could not bring that one in. Good ball, good coverage.
Made a strong effort on it.
Made a good effort. It was in his hands. Coaches say if you can touch it,
5,
you can catch
Armando
it.
Rapp.
But the defensive
Goes back to the 21. It'll be second and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Sparta's quick out of the huddle again. They got trips to their left, which is the wide side of the field. Trips means 3 receivers on that side. 1 receiver on the bottom with an offset back to Gordon's right in the shotgun. It's a rollout pass. Looking for the wheel route. He's looking for his man deep. He's got him. Oh. Grady Busen just couldn't get underneath that Gordon pass.
He was covered by number 1, Braden Cunningham.
So just over the outstretched arms. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Spartan. When you're deep in your own territory, you're hoping to get at least a couple first downs to flip the field if you can't go all the way. But they're staring at a 3rd and 10, which makes this not easy. Trips to the left again. Gordon in the shotgun. Single to the right. We got a rollout to the left. Looks like a broken play. Gordon is going to go down with a sack. It looks like they were setting up one of those wrap draws, a delayed handoff, but the mesh wasn't right there with Charlie Alt. So it's going to look like a sack, but my eyes saw a broken play. 4th and 15. Spartans are going to have to punt.
Yeah, football's a lot like life. It's all about communication.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's got to be knowing what they're doing to make it work for everybody else. Gordon dropped back to punt. Gets one off to his right. Oh, it's going to take a Spartan roll. And the Oakridge receiver is just going to let it roll. That's an excellent punt down to the 34 of Muskegon Oakridge. That flipped the field. That's what you want to do right there and give your defense. Don't put your defense at a rough spot. So out comes the Oakridge offense. I believe this will be their second offensive set of the game. They seem pretty multiple in their formations. They can go from a T to a spread. They're going to line up in the tight T formation, double tight, 3 running backs in the backfield. Sparta's in looks like a 4-4 defense, stacked up, linebackers behind their D linemen. Quarterback looks like he might be changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Got a lot of blue shirts.
It's going to be a trap. Well, that's what you need to do against a TE team. You got to really control those A gaps and off tackle plays. And they just tried to run a dive play here. Couldn't tell if the guard was pulling to make it a trap, but it's very minimal gain. Looked like Braden Steinbacher was first in there, but a good defense has many tacklers on the play, and that was the case for the Spartans in this play. Here they are in the T again, Oakridge, that is, offensively. Spartans are lined up in that 4-4 again. Looks like a power play right off tackle, and that is going to go, that's a good hard run. He was met at the line of scrimmage, but he powered through on his own. Sometimes you got to block for yourself. And number 22 for Oakridge, Bryson Stevenson ran hard, picked up 5 yards. Hunter Borma making the comeback from last year's terrible ankle injuries on the stop there. Good to see him back out playing this year. What a comeback story. Straight T again. Quick snap. It looks like a sweep to the right, to the wide side. He's going to beat him to the edge. Number 34 runs for about 10 yards for a first down. Pushed out by the freshman Bo Peterson. Trevor Jones, a captain for the Eagles on that run for 10 yards. That'll move the change. Oakridge looks like they're in a little bit of a hurry-up set. Running everything out of the T, but kind of a check at the line. Sparta moved into a 5 front here in their defense. So 5 down defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, a 53 defense. Looks like a power to their left. Spartans right. Good fill by our Spartan linebacker for very minimal gain, 1 yard. That was Stevenson again on the carry. Looked like Zach DeCorn. First one to meet him there. Stand him up in the hole. Good form tackle. Right there, just like you like to see. Head up, meet him in the hole, keep the legs driving. 2nd and 9 on the Spartans 45. They're staying in that 53 defense as Oakridge is staying in that T. Double tight. Here's a sweep this way. Number 22 on the carry gets outside, but the Spartans flow to the ball pretty well right there. Bryson Stevenson on the carry, but the Spartans strung that out pretty well. Jeremiah Rosema, first one to meet him out there, along with Dornbush. So they got about 4 yards, which brings up third and 5, 3rd and 6. Long 5, yeah, 3rd and 6 is what we're looking at. Oakridge on the near hash, got the wide side to their right. Spartans stay in that 53 defense. So power to the right, that is going to go for minimal gain again. Not quite 2 yards. Spartans there on the stop. Dustin Warner, big junior, or number 63, he was on the tackle. There's decision time right here for the Oakridge Eagles. This could be 4 down territory.
Just outside the 40.
Or coach could choose to punt it down inside, try to pin the Spartans deep like they did before, play field position. It looks like they're keeping their offense on the field. Coach Harker signaling plays in from his sidelines. And Oakridge is lining up in a pro set here. Tight right, H back to the right. Single setback, quarterback under center. It's going to be a counter back the other way, and that is going to go nowhere. That play is done. Hunter Borma shoots the gap. Nice play by Hunter Borma from his linebacker spot to make the play in the backfield, and that's going to turn it over on downs for our Spartans. Excellent read by the senior linebacker there. Excellent defensive play. Spartans are going to have excellent field position. Speaking of excellent, might have to come up with some different adjectives, but I really enjoyed that play. They're going to start at their own 41, which is much better than starting at your own 1 foot line. Let's see if the Spartans offense comes up with this time. Looks like they're coming out in a more traditional Delaware wing tee here. Tight right, double wing, fullback set. Deep motion, number 1. The give is to the fullback, and he is met in the hole. That's a lead play.
Zach DeCorn.
Zach DeCorn is met harshly by the linebacker there after the gain of 2.
Number 66, Aiden Johnston.
Spartans call that the belly play. Other offenses in a traditional I formation would call that ISO play. Either way, you got 1 back leading up to the hole to block for the setback. Linebacker made an excellent play. Same formation here. Jet motion coming across. We got Trap with the fullback. That's DeCorn again. This time he had a little more traction there. Pick up a 4.
Number 8 DeCorn up the middle again. Stop by number 6 DeCorn again. Number 81.
It's going to have 3rd and manager here at 47. Spartans are looking at 3rd and 4.
47. It'll now be 3rd.
So that's going to bring us to the quarter.
That is the end of the longest first quarter.
We're going to take a little break after the PA announcer said it's going to bring us to the end of the longest first quarter in the history of Spartan football. It's been 24-hour first quarter. So we'll be right back when the action picks back up.
push.
So proud.
All right, welcome back, Spartan Nation. So on that third down play, Spartans ran what they call Gator, which is a counter play to the wingback. Pickup of 3. It's not going to be enough. They got 4th and short. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
All the way?
It'll be 4th down.
I'd want to come down here, honestly.
Confidence.
Clear view down here.
Yeah, way better view.
Okay.
Sorry, so I'm going to go
Is
back
it
out.
crooked?
No, it's not.
It's so crooked.
The score's right. That's about it.
Well, as long as I get the score, we can keep up to speed. Right now, the Spartans were called for a false start. Someone, I think it was right guard or right tackle, got a little antsy. He jumped the snap. He got out ahead of time. And that's going to push Spartans back 5 yards, and I think that's going to bring the punt team out.
4th and 5. And
Yep, you don't want to get the ball to
formation, number 12.
Oakridge at your own 45. So they're going to kick it away. Oh, Spartans punted away. The deep man for Oakridge called a fair catch. Hit his fingertips, got away from him, but he was able to recover. That was Braden Cunningham back to receive. Almost muffing that punt, giving it back to the Spartans.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the
Well, that's what
22-yard
that's what you're looking for in football games, right? When you have evenly matched talent, is who's going to make a mistake. Where can you find a break and take advantage of that? Turnovers still are one of the big indicators of winning and losing. If you win the turnover battle, you probably are going to win the game. So who can force that first turnover? Spartans come out in that 53 defense as Oakridge comes out in their straight team, double tight. Looks like it's just a straight lead player on the outside, or a sweep as they call it. A game about 10, but we got some laundry on the field. Looks like in the area of holding. So we'll see what the call is.
I don't know if it's on.
I guess it's going to be a holding call.
Definitely benefit.
Again, it's mistake. Who makes less mistakes?
So you think you typically get a little miscues early in the season, or does it just kind of stay the same way?
Oh, you can probably guess that it's more at the beginning as you're still getting your feet underneath you. Hard to say. That penalty that I thought was in the area of holding was actually going to be they call that an illegal chop block. So what happened out there was a defender must have gone low on an offensive player out in space, which apparently is an illegal play at the high school level. College and pro level. Usually those secondary players, when they see a big pulling lineman coming around to block them, they go low to try to make a pile. But player safety rule, I guess, in effect here. They're making that illegal. So they call it a low, I don't understand how it's called a block. You don't block when you're on defense, but that's the call. 15 yards for Oakridge, and just like that, they're up to midfield at their own 47.
Well,
They're over there.
back. Behind the chains.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. But Oakridge is looking at good field position now. Midfield now. Quarterback rollout to his right out of that straight tee. Looks there's some pressure, but the quarterback evades it. Ooh, nice play by the freshman, Bo Peterson, out here playing corner. Quarterback rolled out looking for somebody. Nobody was open. Kept it. Peterson with the tackle. Welcome to the big time, Mr. Freshman. Good tackle.
Did you coach him some?
I coached Bo last year, and he played quarterback and outside linebacker for us. And though slight in frame, he makes up for it in heart, technique, and aggressiveness. He's tough. I don't even know what I'm saying, Paul. This is the first time I've ever done this. Here's a counter play for Oakridge. Nowhere to go. He tried to reverse field, and there was Hunter Borma to make the tackle on Trevor Jones. Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Feel like singing, Paul?
No. Not right now. I'm having a hard. Have lots of technical challenges today, but it's nice to see the blue crew out in force today.
Yeah.
Love the enthusiasm from our Spartan students.
Yeah, they came back tonight. The Rains pushed them out last night, but they're back on a beautiful sunny night, like you mentioned earlier. And it's Jersey night. It's not whiteout, it's Jersey night. I don't know who decides this, but they seem pretty coordinated.
Yeah, they do a good job. I think they have a little group chat thing going on so they can communicate with each other. Again, life lesson.
Oh, my word. What a well-conceived screenplay for Oakridge.
Uh-oh.
34, Trevor Jones is off and running, and he's going to take it all the way down to the Spartan 2. Game-saving tackle, a touchdown-saving tackle by Mari Dornbush. Yeah, Oakridge was in a shotgun. They faked the counter. They faked the dive, faked the counter, and then threw a beautiful screen pass to the dive back. Well conceived, well set up. He broke a tackle on the outside and down to the 5-yard line. First and goal. Well, they're going to have to. Looks like Oakridge wants to power it in again with that T formation, double tight. It's that sweep play. They've been running it with great success so far. Trevor Jones into the end zone for an Oakridge touchdown. All he's doing is following his two backs. Nothing fancy. They just call that good old-fashioned, in-your-face power football. Yeah, they took advantage of a penalty. It helped, right? 15-yard penalties. Again, like I said earlier, mistakes are going to be made from both sides. Can you capitalize on those mistakes, and who can make fewer mistakes? All right, Oakridge is not lining up to kick the PAT. Rather, they're back in that T. They're going for 2. Quarterback boot to his right. He is all by himself. He faked the power, and nobody was home on the backside.
Quarterback number 7,
Evan Miller, the quarterback,
goes around the right side and gets to the pylon.
That's 8-0 lead.
2-point conversion for Oakridge. With 8:49 to go.
That's what happens there is when you have success with a play, you have a counter off that play.
Wow.
They're running that sweep with great success on that drive, and the Spartans bid on it. The quarterback was able to keep it around. We call that a naked bootleg, and no defender was home.
I'm glad you got all this terminology down, Jeff.
All right.
I like it. I'm impressed.
Take notes, Paul. Paul's a soccer coach.
That's true. I keep looking for a yellow card, but I just don't think it's coming up.
There's yellow flags, Paul.
Yellow flags.
No red flags. Well, here's a red flag when you let them drive down the field and score a touchdown on you. That's when you wave a red flag. Coach Chapman is a defensive-minded coach. In fact, he calls the defense. He'll make adjustments. He's looking at film right now to see what he needs to do to adjust. Lots of football left. We're just in the second quarter.
And we had a couple really good offensive attempts, and the passes were just barely missed. So I think it's a good opportunity for the Spartans to strike quickly. We'll see how that goes.
Well, I think the strength of this Spartan team, again, Nick Gordon's been the quarterback now. This is his 3rd year, and he's got all the skills and ability you want in your quarterback. But the strength, I think, really lies in their offensive line. So they might try to get going on the ground.
Number 11, Jamari.
Low kick from Oakridge.
On the return.
Scoops all the way down to the 25 where Damari Dornbush picks it up. Falls forward for 5 on the tackle. Was number 3, Alec Moore from Muskegon. Muskegon Oakridge, the Oakridge boys.
I just had a musical flashback.
I don't have the bass voice to giddy up, a mama.
Yeah, well, you got that tenor thing down.
Yeah, I won't be singing with the Oakridge boys if they need a bass, though.
Yeah, you can always sing that first tenor.
Yeah, you're probably right, Paul.
You got it.
You could, too. All right, we got a counter back the other way. Sparta setting it up. Damari Dornbush is met. Oh, but he's still zigging and zagging. Of course, we always want to say Barry Sanders had the most runs for negative yards in the history of the NFL because he always tried to make something out of nothing. 15,000 positive yards still says, in my book, he's the best ever.
It'll be second down, 11.
He did.
Absolutely. What do they say now? The GOAT, the greatest of all time? You can make that argument for Barry. Second and long for the Spartans. Shotgun formation. Gordon drops back. In and out of the hands on a quick hitch pass to Damari Dornbush. That's his concentration. He's been doing this for years, not dropping balls. He's been playing. He just needs to relax, concentrate.
Third down and 11.
Make the catch before he runs. That's a classic example of running before you catch. Ooh. Look it in, young man. Look it in. All right. Spartans come out, trips right. Gordon in the shotgun. Offset back to his right. See the receiver down to the short side of the field. He's there. Gordon rolling to his right. Oh, it's a throwback. Oh, they got their screen going. And another dropped pass to the young sophomore, Charlie Alt. What I'd say to my guys right now, if I were Coach Chapman, is relax. Take a breath. See the ball in. That play was set up pretty well. I don't know if it was going to go for first down yardage, but a good play. Rolling to his right. The back came out of the backfield underneath. They had a little screen set up.
It looks like Nick's been pretty accurate today.
I would say that's on the receivers right there. Good punt by Gordon to midfield, but the breakdown of the coverage allowed about a 15-yard return. Good tackle by Dustin Warner on that play, covering the kick from his guard spot. Good return by Braden Cunningham. Really, they had him corralled, but they didn't break down from the tackle.
First and 10.
Tough series for some of the younger players on Sparta's team right there. Tell them, Coach, hey, you're good enough to play at this level. Relax. Go play ball.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't tell him at this point they're going to be replaced because that just makes him nervous a little more. But, you know, it's got to be in the back of the mind of Coach Chapman. Maybe he is telling him. He's a good coach. He knows what he's doing. Oakridge, interesting, not lined up in that T. They're still running T concepts. They're just running a lead play out of a shotgun pro set. Wow, what a tough run. 34, Trevor Jones, stiff-arming his way
into the Spartan secondary and takes it all the way down to the 16.
Good tough counter lead. Now they got it at the 16. They're knocking on the door again. So we call this the red zone. Anything from the 20 on in.
Oh, he's sick.
There's a lot of statistics about your red zone offense, red zone defense, how well you play in that zone. This is the money zone. Same formation for Oakridge. We're going to run a jet sweep to the right, following the fullback. Spartan stringing up pretty well right there. Good tackle. That was better. Good tackle by Zach
DeCorn. Renando Rapp on a jet sweep.
In the safety position.
Hit firstly by number 8, DeCorn.
Armando Rapp was the ball carrier.
Advances the ball down to the 12.
Still a 4.5-yard gain.
Second and 6.
Oakridge is heavy to the left. 2 wide receivers, an H-back, and a halfback off to the left. But they're going to counter it back up the middle with a little trap. It's going to get them close to a first down. Looks like they're going to come a yard short.
Big play.
Inside the 10.
It's probably 4 down. So you didn't kick the
For 13, Roosevelt, along with number 54, Isaiah, to cover.
Paul, you
make the stop.
Football guy now.
Ball's down to the 8. It'll be 32.
I got to focus.
That's exactly right. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm Coach Kerry Harker, hey, we have 2 downs to gain 2 yards. And the way they've been powering it at us, I feel pretty confident. If all right. Now, more of a pro set, quarterback under center, H-back, fullback close to the line. Again, just a lead play. guard pulling around in, and that's Trevor Jones marching all the way down to the 2-yard line for a first down.
Offensive tackle number 34, Jones.
Well, he's getting good blocking, and he runs hard. He puts his shoulder down and gets a little extra.
Rather makes the first and goal.
This is that Spartan defense needs to go up. Arch their backs, toughen up, get off blocks is hugely important. There's Oakridge back in that team. Just the lead, he's going to walk right into the end zone. Bryson Stevenson on the touchdown for Oakridge. No sense in doing anything fancy right there. When you are winning at the point of attack, create balls like that. There's no need to do anything else. This is where I might say it'd be good for the offense to sustain some drives so that defense can rest. But really, a lot of these guys are on the field for offense and defense. But there's a different kind of energy needed to play defensive line and linebacker than there is to play offensive line. If you can sustain a drive offensively, they can give your offense, or give your defense a little jolt. And the power play for the 2-point conversion. Oh, the Spartans string it out that time. Way back to the well. I don't blame Coach Harger. Run it till they stop it. But Hunter Bormo's right there on the tackle.
Good was to number 22, Stevenson.
Stevenson on the carry. No gain and no 2 points. That makes the score 14-0 Oakridge. So you got to take small victories, right, Paul? You got to.
Exactly. That's
a small victory, and you build off of that. And when you come back next time and say that, see, we can stop that power. We can stop that sweep play. Do your job. Trust your keys.
Talk about, I don't know if this is the right word. Setting the edge.
Setting the edge. So that is
right?
That is a defensive term for your outside linebackers or your outside defensive line player.
Okay.
Setting the edge means nobody beats you outside. You force them back towards the middle. So outside linebackers are considered force players when they force the running back to go back inside where the other 9 defenders are there waiting. You want to keep them inside. When a force player or an edge setter gets beat outside, they cease to become force players for you. Yeah, everybody had a job to do. If one person and that defense doesn't do their job, it puts the other 10 at risk. All right, here's the kick, approach. Oh, it's a low liner again. The screamer on the, picked up at the 30 by Charlie Alt. He's going to get it out to the 41. It's good starting field position.
On the return, bounces off the tackle and gets crossed 40.
In baseball terms, that would have been a worm burner right there. A 3-hopper to the shortstop.
Coming by number 59, Brody.
Not exactly textbook kicking, but sometimes those can be very difficult to handle. Charlie Allen did a good job of getting his glove down, scooping it up, and throwing to first. Oh, wait.
And Spartan
Wrong sport.
From that spot, 1st and 10.
I decide. Wow.
Baseball, hockey.
Trap play.
Football.
Spartans pick up a solid 3. Corn with the carry. Following his guard through the hole. Again, nothing fancy. I had a middle school coach that said all we need is 3 yards every play and go down the field and score. Not exactly what you would call an exciting offense, but sometimes you need to drive like that. Exactly, Paul. I agree with you. I'm looking at the clock. 5 minutes to go. If we can milk this clock, sustain the drive, and score, that would be great. Jet motion to the right, counter back to the left. And Charlie, there's a hole. He picks his feet up. He's going. He's upended after a good 7-yard, 8-yard gain. Good low tackle, but good hard run by Charlie from his wing position on the Gator or counter play.
Well, I apologize to the friends at home. My technical issues continue. Wants to freeze up on me.
Deep motion by Alt. We got a what they call this buck power play.
Again.
And just a simple 2-yard
By number 66, Aiden Johnston.
Charlie Alt. Number 66,
That time up to the
Aiden
45,
Johnston.
it'll be second and 8.
From Oakridge. He's my kind of guy. He looks like he's about 5'6" and 200 pounds, like a little anvil out there. Nice play, young man. Sparta lines up in that Delaware T, tight right, split left, deep motion from Charlie Alt. Here comes that counter to Jamari Dornbush, looking for a hole, nowhere to go.
Give is to number 11, Dornbush.
No gain.
Number 88, Peterson.
So we're looking at a 3rd and 8 here. Let's see what the Spartans.
If they're going to throw it.
So they have some delay handoffs that they have in their arsenal. With a quarterback like Nick Gordon, you would think he put it up, but right now we might not be trusting the hands of our receivers. He's under center, jet motion to the left. There's that wrap draw, just like I told you, delayed handoff, and that does not go very far. 2-yard gain.
The ball carrier. Stop line number 12, Isaiah Eller.
They can pick up 20 yards.
This is
to the 43.
Oh no, they're bringing in the freshman slot player, Bo Peterson, slot receiver. They're going to go for this. How many men do we have in the huddle? Oh, we got 11. Okay. Yep, Gordon's lined up in shotgun here. It's still a tight formation. Tight right, wing left, split left. This is the Gordon's going to be under center. Maybe a hard count here. See if they can draw him offside. Well, 2 guys moved. 66 from Oakridge and our tight end. We're going to see who we got first. Usually that goes against the offense. And it's going to go against the offense.
5-yard penalty will take.
Unfortunately, the junior Mason Conklin couldn't hold his water that time. Remember, I was sent in the game on a punt return team. I hadn't played punt return, but coach said, go in there and tell everybody not to jump. They're going to try to draw you offside. And I told my best buddy, don't jump. They're going to draw us offside. And he jumped.
Oh.
And they got a first down. Good punt by Gordon. Ooh, gutsy play to field that ball with Spartans all around. Braden Cunningham, good catch, but he was met shortly after he broke a few tackles again with Dustin Warner. Dustin's tough, and he did not gently take him to the ground. He made sure he felt that tackle, as a young man of his size should.
Varsity Blues on the road next week as the Spartan.
All right, well, Oakridge has got 2:25 to go. They're looking at a 70-yard field for another score. They're thinking, let's get down and put one more on. If we can go up 3 scores at halftime, we can kind of salt this away the second half, break their spirit. Spartan's got to think, we got to get 3 and out, get the ball back, use our timeouts. Oakridge is lined up in a spread formation. They're still going to run the ball, though. Met well in the backfield. Met very well.
22, Stevenson, the ball carrier.
Stevenson, the ball carrier.
Number
Gabe Gare knifing through from that linebacker position to make the first hit. He gets credit for the tackle, but there were others on that tackle. He did gain 2.
2 up to the 32, 2nd and 8.
He's built like a wrestler. And he kicks for the Spartan team. If we score, we'll see that.
Timeout, Sparta.
All right, Sparta decided to use the timeout there.
Timeout.
I think there must have been just some confusion about where they were lining up. Otherwise, they would have called that timeout. If they were trying to save clock, they would have called it more soon. Chapman's got him huddled around, making sure he's communicating clearly the expectation here. Let's see if he comes out in the same defensive formation. With Oakridge spread out, Chapman went to a more just a 3-man front with 3 stacked linebackers.
At home on Thursday night.
And then more coverage linebackers on the inside. And that's another ploy of an offense. Spread them out to keep running your your power plays, which is what they did on first down. But again, Gabe Gare was there to read it and make a good play. Most of the running concepts for a T team are the same no matter what formation you're in, whether you're spread or whether you're in the tight T. You're still going to run with power. As the Spartans break their defensive huddle, looks like they're going more to a four-man front. Looks like a 43 defense with 2 safeties over the top. Yeah, they're still seeing run. The corner safety comes down to match up over the top of that slot. Ooh, they tried to draw Sparta offside. They almost got him, but the tackle was able to stay out of the neutral zone. Oakridge still in that shotgun formation. Quarterback's talking to his line. And there's the snap. Looks like it's a wide handoff here to the up man. Hunter Borma, another great play, hustling that stretch, or not stretch, but that sweep handoff from shotgun.
Well done, Hunter.
Yeah. Looks like they lost a yard on that play. See, now if I'm Chap, I'm thinking, let's get a stop here and get a timeout. And Coach Harger is going to take all the clock that he can right here. My guess is that Harger is going to run the ball. At this point, there's no sense in. If he wanted to throw it, he'd be hurrying along here. I think he's content to take a 14-point lead into half. Quarterback's taking his time. They're still in that shotgun formation, but I guess this is going to be a run. Oh, it's not. He's dropped back to pass. He's going over the top. Looks like good. Oh, pretty good coverage by Grady Busen, but that ball is dropped by Michael Wamball. So now it stops the clock. Just did a favor for Sparta. We didn't have to burn a timeout. We have 2 timeouts left.
Actually, I gotta record that.
You could get the ball back in decent field position. They're going to be punting from their own 31. So you got to consider that a win for the Spartan defense.
Evan Miller back deep. With Spartans
About
is
50
number 11,
seconds
Jamari
to go,
Dornbush.
unless, of course, the punt gets returned all the way, which would be a huge boost going into halftime. The Oakridge punt team is coming onto the field. Seems to be a little confusion, taking a little time to get out there, but they're still all right. The clock is stopped, but the play clock is always moving.
Is this the first time they've punted today?
Yeah, Kerry Harger's taking a timeout because they didn't have the right personnel in there. People weren't knowing where they were going. That's a week 1 failure right there. That's pretty typical, Paul.
Of week 1?
Yeah. I didn't know I was on the punt team. I didn't know we were punting. You know, kids on the sideline not paying attention. I'm sorry, what was your question?
No question. That was good.
One time I was on the sideline at Kent City, and I was in charge of the special teams, making sure all the guys were in where they were supposed to. And we had a young man who great kid. Aaron Crapsey was his name, and he's in the military now.
Oh, awesome.
So that's what kind of kid he was. Loved coaching him, but he had this high-pitched voice too. And we had to burn a timeout because somebody was missing from the punt team. And I'm looking down at my sheet, and of course everything went to black, it seemed like. And I couldn't figure out who it was, and the head coach is yelling, Who's not on the punt team that's supposed to be out there? He's yelling at me, and finally Aaron behind me says, That was me, coach. And I wanted to chew his head off, but he was such a great kid. I was like, oh, Aaron, come on. You have that. That happens in a game. Kids are kids. All right, they get the snap off. Took a little while to get that. Nice punt. Nice spiraling punt, and we're not going to field that. Oh, that is going to go all the way down to the 5-yard line. Jamari Dornbush didn't quite get over there to make the catch. And this is going to be a tall task to go the length of the field in 46 seconds.
Outside the 5-yard line. Spartans will take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's a tough spot right here because you think, man, we need to get a score. but we also don't want to throw it and stop the clock and potentially give them the ball back. They did have to burn a timeout again on that punt. So I might think about a big play on first down, and if it connects, then we go. And if it doesn't, then you run the ball twice, make them use their timeouts, and punt the ball away.
Looks like we have 2 timeouts, and they have 2 timeouts.
That's correct, Paul. Yep.
All right.
All right. So Gordon's in the shotgun. We got him spread out. 4 receivers, one single back. He's going. Gordon steps up, and he's going to get sacked. He was looking for a wheel route down the sideline. Looks like
We lost the yard back to the
Oakridge
5.
called timeout, but the clock operator didn't quite stop the clock and the whistle. If I'm Spartan, I'm saying, that's okay. Yeah, Nick Gordon kept his eyes deep, stepped up into the pocket. Looked like he was going to take off running with that, but then ran into the waiting arms of defensive tackle. Short loss, but the good news is it forced Oakridge to use one of their timeouts. Let's see what Sparta chooses to do here. Second and long. I'm guessing they're going to run it. Force Oakridge to use that. They didn't use the timeout. I'm not sure why the clock stopped to begin with. But the clock is moving now. And Nick's been told to slow it down. Little trap play to the corn inside, and their linebackers read their guards really
Number 8 to
well.
Corn.
Short gain, and that's going to take us to the half.
Up the middle. Stop me by number 22, Stevenson.
Head into the locker room, get some hydration, and get another look at what they might want to do differently in the second half.
Yeah, a little regroup time. I'd say offensively, as a coach to my team right now, I'd say, like I said earlier, you guys got to relax. You're playing tight. The plays are there to be made. Look the ball in. Make the catch. Sustain your blocks. Keep driving. We're only down 14. If we make those plays, it's a different game. That's the message that I'm sending to my team. I'm sure Chap is going to be saying something similar to that, perhaps with a little more force. Defensively, I'd say it's a battle of toughness. When they are lined up in that T, they're just coming at us. Do your job. Read your keys. Fill the hole quickly and make a play. Hunter Borma at the end of that half was reading really well and attacking. So we'll see. We'll see what adjustments they make. And that's why you play 2 halves, and that's what we love about football. Is anything can happen. The ball bounces your way and changes the momentum of the game.
So it was yesterday.
Folks, now is the time to go to the concession area brought to you by the Sparta Sports
We'll
Boosters.
find out who takes the. I remember. Sparta kicked off, so they will be receiving the second half again.
All right.
With the special sauce, they won't tell me what it is.
My memory of
but
still
my son
works,
said
so
it's
here's
Chick-fil-A
the
sauce.
small wins up here in the
Alley right.
Well, we're going to take a break.
Go support the Sparta Sports Boosters and support your athletic program. The Sparta concession area brought to you by the Sparta Sports Boosters. The Spirit Store is also open tonight, right next door to the concession area. T-shirts, hats.
Welcome back, Spartan Nation. We are lining up to kick off the second half here. Spartans are deep to return. Oakridge is going to kick it from their near sideline hash. I'd have to say, Paul, the story of the first half was mistakes offensively.
Number 9.
Players playing their first varsity game, being a little tight, a little anxious. The other story I thought was Hunter Borma playing in his first game, coming back from terrible ankle injury last year. Good to see him out there making plays at linebacker. All right, we take it from the 5. Bo Peterson, the freshman, cuts up to the he's still on his feet, out to the 28-yard line. He was met at the 23, carried tacklers for 5 yards. Good return, Bo. Good return. Yeah. It's a fine line between running scared and running with conviction, right? Is it? Either way, whatever works.
Exactly.
I would say conviction. He was great to coach, but there's a big jump from 8th grade to varsity, and he seems
ready.
He does, up for the task. Still got a lot to learn, but he's a sponge and a willing learner and a hard worker.
That's all you can ask.
Exactly. All right, Spartans are coming out 3 wide. Receivers trips to the wide side. Gordon in the shotgun. Corn next to him. 5-step drop, looking across the formation. He's got Peterson over the middle. But he was fading to his left, kind of throwing off his back foot back against the grain. He was looking for Peterson, but threw it just behind him. And that's what happens when you're fading to the left and throwing back right. And Nick's got a great arm, but mechanically that's not from the Manning School of quarterbacking right there, let's just say. Spartans coming back out in 4 wide here. Twins to both sides. Oakridge looks like they're in a traditional 5-2 defense. Quarterback lead play. Oh, that was read immediately by the inside linebacker. Gordon fell forward for a yard. It's because he's 6'14". Spartans looking at 3rd and long here again, 3rd and 9. They got a pro formation here. Receiver to each side. Tight end to the left. 2 backs to the left. Well, we're covering up our tight end here. If it's a run play, it's a sweep play. Busen steps up to throw it, and he's just going to throw it away. It was a jet handoff to Grady Busen, who is the backup quarterback, good left-handed thrower. He was looking to throw it, but there was nobody home, and he just did the wise thing and threw it away.
Well, I have Grady in class. He's a very smart young man, so I'm not surprised he made a good decision.
Well, and those are some of the best decisions quarterbacks make to survive. Is just throw it away. Don't take a sack. Don't throw it into coverage.
Well, that's almost blocked.
Yeah, there was a little pressure on Gordon to get that punt off.
Oh, what a tackle.
But he did get it off, fielded by Cunningham at his own 37, where he was swarmed under by Riley Noom. Sophomore, I coached a year with his dad, Rich, who is down there on the fence watching anxiously with every play. Rich is a Spartan grad, football alum, and he coached a few years in the Spartan system. All right, Muskegon Oakridge comes back out on that tee.
Play a little more smash mouth football.
It is. They got a power play going right here. And the freshman just stuck his nose inside where it didn't belong because we had that play strung out, but Bo Peterson went inside. Trevor Jones ran outside for a long gain. That's a case of not doing your job. That's what we call a rookie mistake right there.
Well, just a freshman, right?
Right. He's aggressive. He was going to come up and make the tackle. But he didn't take a good angle, and he allowed the running back to get outside of him. And when you're a corner, you cannot get beat outside.
For those watching at home, again, we're having a little issue with things freezing up today. And Maybe it's just leftover static in the air from the horrible storms we had yesterday, but we'll do our best to bring you the action.
Out of the T formation, we got another power play to the left. And guess who's on the tackle, Paul? Do you want to make a guess?
Hunter?
You got it. Number
go.
15, Hunter Borma. Just can't say it enough. Welcome back, Hunter. Great to see you out there. 2-yard gain.
This will be a key play. We can keep them 3rd and long. It definitely should work to our advantage.
Well, again, I think Kerry Harger's thinking they're in 4-down territory as they're on the right side of the 50. But
that's true.
If you drop them for a loss here, then I would probably punt, pin them back. Our offense hasn't done anything. Play field position. It's a boot play, boot pass for Oakridge. Quarterback taking it wide. He had the run pass option, and the run option was there for him. Evan Miller able to escape trouble to the outside, picked up a good block from his receiver out there. And we were talking earlier about setting the edge and being a force player. That's what happens when you don't set the edge. Someone gets outside of your contain, they run for 1st down. That's where they're at on the Spartan 34, 1st and 10. Spartans lined up in a 52. Quarterback changing the play or looking to the sideline. Evan Miller with a hard count, couldn't get the Spartans to jump off. But now they're changing the play. Still in that tee. Again, just that simple power play.
Oh,
and that is how you set the edge right there. There was nowhere to run.
Pursuit from the inside.
And then pursuit from the inside from Dustin Werner down in his D tackle position, running flat down the line, making a tackle for loss in the backfield.
Very nice.
But that happened because the defense was strong at the point of attack. As they had to cover setting the edge.
2nd down and 12. Nice.
Yeah, that changes the playbook a little bit.
But yeah, we're probably still in the 4-down territory. No one wants to
Yep,
punt.
yep, Coach Harger. No, they're not. This is not punting territory, nope.
Too far to kick a field goal. Unless they have a secret weapon that they've been hiding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Quarterback booting out to his left, throwing deep. He's got a man out there, but just over the outstretched arms of their big tight end.
He had a step.
He did have a step.
Would have done a tough throw, though.
6'7", Evan Josa.
Whoa. I bet he plays a little basketball. Maybe not, but.
If I were the basketball coach, I'd ask.
That's truth there.
Pretty good coverage. Jamari Dornbush was back there. Now it's 3rd and 12. And Oakridge comes out in a spread formation, trips to their right. Spartans are in a 4-3. Hoping to get some pressure on the quarterback. Looks like they're going to be playing a single high safety, so probably a cover 3, unless they switch to a man defense. Well, this is just a simple zone right here. They're going deep again. And that play is a great catch, but he is going to be out of bounds, and that was played very well by the young sophomore Charlie Alt, using the sideline as his best friend right there.
Charlie Alt.
Yep.
Can't think of a better Sparta name
Then Alt.
than Alt. Charlie Alt.
Oh, come on. What about Anderson? That's
It could be Anderson. You could be a Reister, but it's right in there.
I have to say Anderson because I married an Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
There are no Amlots from Sparta. I'm happy to announce that I'm the first.
Oh, but not the last.
No, we're stuck here now. And happy to be here.
Yes.
All right, fourth.
We're glad you're here, too.
4th and 12, and they're going for it. Or it could be a little fake trickeration punt. No, he's dropping back to pass. He has his man in the seam. They attack that cover 3 defense right where it's vulnerable, just past the linebackers and in between the corner and the safety. That's a great pitch and catch, just a straight drop back pass.
He zipped it.
He did zip it in there. Michael Wambaugh Jr. on the catch. You got to get your linebackers a little bit more depth right there and try to play everything in front of you to rally up and tackle, but they did not do that. Now we got 1st and 10 from the 21. Oakridge is staying in that wide set. Jet motion to the left. Sparta looks like it's got it strung out. Oh, a good cutback. Oh, my, what a hit from his safety position to Korn. Coming up.
You could hear it in the crowd. Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. And that running back, number 5, Armando Rapp, is feeling that. He went down awkwardly. He got bent back on the hit. He tried to make a cut. And a combination of the hit and being bent back, he is limping. He hopped off.
Ouch. Well, we don't like to see that.
No, certainly don't want to wish that on anybody, but it's the nature of the game sometimes.
It's a violent game.
For sure. It's not for the faint of heart. Trips to the right. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Jones to his left.
Oh.
And again, we have missed tackles. Good strong running by Jones. Corners coming inside a little too far. Break and contain. He breaks to the outside where he is pushed out of bounds at the 2. This is a crucial point in the game because we are 7:36 left in the third, and with the way the offense has been doing little, you don't want to get down by 3 scores.
Yep. We need something special from the Spartan defense here.
Yeah, I don't know if Chap, take a risk, shoot a linebacker, send a full house blitz, see if you can disrupt anything. Just a power play. They had him bottled up in the backfield, but a good cut got him down to the 1 rather than the loss of yardage. It was a short gain. And they are truly knocking on the door here. Jones is a tough runner. I could give that young man credit. He does not quit. He keeps his legs moving. And that was a good cutback. Even into a lot of traffic. Quarterback's just going to keep it under center on the old sneak. Oftentimes we call that sneak on pressure. He just gets under center, doesn't even call a snap count, just taps his center. They snap the ball and go forward. Trying to catch the defense off guard. He didn't need much, didn't get much, but he got enough. Another touchdown for Oakridge.
20-0. I would assume they're going to go for 2 points again.
No, they're lined up to kick here.
Oh, wow. Full of surprises.
Arturo Romero Serrano lining up to kick, and he has got kicker shoes if I've ever seen him. Paul, do those look like soccer cleats to you?
They do look like soccer cleats. My guess is he's a two-way athlete.
And with the way he kicked it, I'm going to say you are correct. That was straight and true, and he powered it through. Excellent kick. You can always tell the kicker on the team by the brightness of his shoes, I guess.
Or sometimes, I don't know if they still do. Back in the day, they always had 2 different shoes on. They had a different shoe for their kicking foot and then another shoe for their plant foot.
You see that a lot in the NFL, yeah.
Right.
The kickers want that shoe really tight on their kicking foot. They don't want a loose shoe, especially as they're swinging through. They want to hit it true, get that feel on their foot. There used to be some barefoot kickers in the NFL, and one that comes to mind, I don't know if he was the last barefoot kicker. If not, he was one of the last barefoot kickers. His name was Rich Carless. He kicked for the Broncos in the 80s, and you got to be a little bit off your rocker to be a barefoot kicker in Denver because
it's cold. It's cold.
The weather can change on a dime out there, and most of the time it changes for the worse. And I saw him barefoot kicking in snow and sleet, and he was an excellent kicker.
Well, he's definitely dedicated.
Or, like I said, a little bit off. But, of course, most football players would say that the kickers are off. They're a little goofy breed. Is it because they played soccer, Paul? There I go again, teasing you about soccer.
It's a great game. We love soccer.
After watching Ted Lasso this year, I developed a different appreciation for soccer. But maybe it's because Ted Lasso was a football coach that went to England to coach soccer.
I don't know. It's a very popular TV show, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, good messages in that show. We need a good message from the Spartans here to answer that touchdown. We need to get something going on offense. to send a message. That kick is deep and in the end zone.
Wow.
That young man with the pink shoes has got a leg.
Yes, he does.
Not sure why they waited to unleash him to the second half. Perhaps there was a little discipline thing. I don't know what Coach Harger's doing, but he was definitely not kicking in the first half.
Doesn't appear so. I wonder if who knows? We don't know.
I don't want to speculate.
Maybe he's playing a soccer game and then he just got here.
Maybe he just got here. Huh? It could be.
That could happen.
That's probably a better speculation. I don't want to throw a young man under the bus.
No.
All right, here come the Spartans back to their Delaware T offense. They got a tight right, wing left, fullback set, split to the left. We got a trap play up the middle, and this is going to go a quick hitter for a good 5 yards. Zach DeCorn, good hard run. Just get any positive motion here going. 6 yards on that gain. Same formation. Jamari Dornbush a little wider than normal. We're running trap again, and DeCorn running hard. He's going to get that first down with the second effort.
Sure looks like it.
4-yard gain. Move the sticks. Same play, that trap play again. Still 6:12 to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time. But the Spartans really are just looking to get some traction on offense.
Sure, it would really bode well for their confidence.
Yeah, they need something. Same formation again, tight right. Here comes the counter back to Charlie Alt, and that was read perfectly by number 14, Brody Jennings, from his linebacker spot. He was not fooled. Spartans do enjoy running that counter play. When the buck sweep to the right is working, then the counter back to the left really goes big. But again, Oakridge is a well-coached team. They watch film, they know tendencies, and they have their players prepared. Tight right, wing right, wide right, motion right. Everything's going to the right. We're going to pitch it right to DeCorn. Looks like they got the edge set. This could go for a big one right here. We got
nice
15 yards plus another 15 for a face mask. That was a toss sweep play, just a good old-fashioned toss. Back in the day, they would have called that student body right. Send everybody to the right.
I've heard that before.
Just out of a little bit different formation. It was well blocked on the edge. Oakridge did not set the edge. This is going to be a 30-yard play when it's all said and done with the face mask at the end of it. Now we're down to the Oakridge 41, and this might be the deepest we've been in Oakridge territory.
Certainly
and that's
in a while.
Yeah, that Spartan Faithful's coming alive down here. The blue crew getting going.
Love the blue crew.
Trips to the left. Fullback to the right. Shotgun for Nick Gordon. Just a little flare pass out here to our freshman.
Oh, nice. Broke a tackle.
Bo Peterson still on his feet.
Nice.
Second effort, third effort. That's that freshman. Running hard. Another first down. He just sat down in the flats, and the flats is this area close to the line of scrimmage toward the sideline. And a lot of times that's open because the defense doesn't want to get beat. Doesn't want to get beat deep.
Sure.
And that flat player comes open. Quick, easy pitch and catch, and then it's his job to run. And run he did to pick up that first down. Dornbush in motion to the right. Gordon rolling to his right. Steps up, makes a good move, and he's off and running with the cutback. He's picking up a block. Nick Gordon running wide. Couldn't find anybody open and made a nifty run. Stepped up to the pocket to his right, cut back to his left.
Sparta's coming alive.
All the way down to the Oakridge 16. That's what you do to bring some life. When it's not there, see what you can make happen, and that's a senior play by quarterback Nick Gordon. Okay, twins to both sides. Ball on the left hash. The lead play to Charlie Alt. There's a big hole. He's going to walk into the end zone. I'm going to give a shout out to Riley Noom for making a block. And then Charlie Alt going over the top of him, hurdling him. There was nobody around. Excellent lead play. The Spartans are in the end zone. First touchdown of the season. Great play.
Nicely done.
Well blocked up front. Well blocked.
Great team effort.
Spartans are going to line up the PAT. Gabe Gare, kicker. Looks like Charlie Alt's going to be doing the holding. Oh, excuse me, that was Damari Dornbush. And Sparta is calling a timeout. And Coach Chapman doesn't look too happy on the sideline because you don't want to use a timeout on a PAT unless they change their mind, which it looks like they did. They called a timeout to change their mind to go for 2 instead of kick the PAT. At least that's what it appears to me. I'm always leery of using timeouts when you're behind in the third quarter, but it's better than making a mistake and having that come back to bite you in the butt. But I do like having my timeouts at the end of the half, especially the second half, for emergency use when you're trying to get back in the game.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting. It's going to just depend on whether or not we can get a stop here. I'm sure that Oakridge would like to keep it on the ground and just burn the clock. But we know that's what they want to do, so hopefully we can do something about it.
I don't know Coach Harger to be too conservative. In fact, now he's calling a timeout. The chess match is afoot here.
That is shocking.
So when you're in the lead, that's a better use of a timeout when you're not sure. Let's make sure we get a look at what they're doing. If we don't like it, we call timeout, regroup. But I don't think Coach Harger's going to just sit on the ball with two touchdown lead in the third quarter. Probably not. Probably not going to be conservative. He wants to keep putting points on the board. If this were the fourth quarter, yes, you run the ball. Clock is your friend. All right. Well, the Spartans come out in a funky formation. It's quads to the right, which means 4 receivers. Nick Gordon is empty back there by himself. He's going to take off and run it. And he's going to make it. He's going to go in there.
Nice.
So what that did, Paul, is it forced the defense to answer 4 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And, of course, you have your 5 down linemen. I think that was set up for Gordon to run the whole way. He just dropped back, looked for space, and put his head down. And that's what he did. He found the space around left edge. And it was a foot race with a D lineman. And most of the time, a quarterback's going to win that. So the 2-point conversion is good.
Sparta's come alive.
The Spartan Nation is here.
Yep, the blue crew is very enthusiastic. The flags are waving. The crowd's dancing. It's great to be in high school.
Is what you would have said 30?
30. More, way more than that.
I just had my 30th class reunion this last year.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I have to do a little math. 34 years ago.
I wouldn't have guessed you a day past 55, Paul.
I'm way past 55. But I'm happy.
How many grandkids you got now, Paul?
8.
8 grandkids.
8 grandkids. Life is grand.
And still teaching high school. I love that.
I love high school. I love Sparta High.
How many years you been at Sparta now, Paul?
This is number 37.
Wow. 37 years.
My 40th year as a teacher.
Good for you.
Still love it.
Well, you're part of the great community here at Sparta. I think the teachers and administrators here are some of the best. I love being a part of this community because of people like you. Kickoff down to the 19 by Gabe Gare. The returner eludes the first tackle, but he's swarmed under at the 24. First one there was DeCorin to finish him off. Nathan Speck.
There's some energy on the sideline. There's a lot of helmet slapping, shoulder pad whacking.
Sometimes you have to build that from within. You got to make something happen sometimes. So then when you finally break through, it can change the sideline. But
I think it's if we get back into this game, it'll be that face mask. And it was that chop block in the first half that really changed the trajectory for Oakridge. So it's just interesting how just little things can change momentum.
Exactly. 15-yard penalties do that for you. Other than that, it's been a pretty clean game. The officials haven't thrown – I don't think they've thrown many other flags at all.
No.
Spartans moving their defensive front around. They're in a five-man defensive line front because Oakridge is in that tight T formation. 3 linebackers set back, single high safety. They're running that sweep. They said, we're coming back at it. And it was good for 4.5 to 5 yards. Stevenson on the carry. Isaiah DeCover was the first on the tackle there. Isaiah coming from his defensive end spot to make that tackle. Spartans look like they're going a little light up front on their D-line, with the exception of Dustin Warner. Oh, they come power back this way, and Jeb Rosema, Dustin Warner, host of other Spartan tacklers are tall to the task there. Mason Conklin in on that. Short gain of 2. This is a huge play for Sparta. 3rd and 3. If they get the stop here, then momentum is certainly back to the Spartans, because Oakridge would almost assuredly punt. Tight T, quick snap. Quarterback rolls to his left. Nowhere to go with that ball. He flips it out to his fullback with a little forward flip, and the fullback couldn't reel it in. That's going to be 4th down and 3, and Oakridge is going to punt. That was good pressure on the quarterback from the right end. Couldn't see. Barmer was on coverage, so even if he did make the catch, he wasn't going to go for the first down. Glad he didn't make the catch because that stops the clock. And
excellent. Well,
we're still down by 13.
Think they're going to punt this time?
They're going to punt. Yeah, they got kids running on that didn't realize they were supposed to be on that punt team. Still week 1, working out the bugs. Good snap. Punt is up, end over end. It's going to take a bounce.
Whoa.
Good bounce into Dornbush's hands. He puts his head down and gets up to the 36. So unlike last time where he let it roll down inside the 20, he picks it up on the bounce and gets it out to the 36, where the Spartans' offense will take over.
Well, got the stop we needed.
And that's football, Paul, right there. You see momentum shift. If I'm Coach Chapman and the Spartans, I'm thinking we got to take advantage of this now. You feel it. You feel that momentum? Keep going. Let that energy fuel you now. Spartans may think they found something here with these 3 receiver sets. And Oakridge is going to have to take another timeout as they're running their 11th defender onto the field late. Again, this happens, especially early in the season, getting your personnel set. Coach Harger looks a little frustrated on that sideline. Looks like maybe another case of young man not paying attention, not knowing his responsibility. Supposed to be in the game.
Teachable moments.
Teachable moments, exactly.
How to perform under pressure. Great life lessons that we can learn from sports.
I've learned a few lessons in coaching over the years that I like to teach the kids. Rules to winning. And right towards the top in our rules for winning is pay attention. You can learn a lot by paying attention. Pay attention to the game. Pay attention to the coach. Pay attention to your position. Keep your head in the game. All right, out of the timeout, the Spartans come back out in that trip set to the wide side. They're on their own left hash. Alt setback, single receiver down to the short side. Roll out to the left. Gordon, he's going deep. He's got a man. He's open. It's Charlie Alt, and he can't bring it in. He started stumbling backwards. He was wide open, lost his footing, and he couldn't bring the ball in. I don't know if that was a broken play, but Nick Gordon cleared the pocket to his left. It was a wobbler, but a very catchable ball. Now we're looking at 2nd and 10. And those are the plays. Again, when the plays are there to be made, you got to make them.
We've had a number of opportunities tonight.
Learning moments for Charlie Alt there. Great touchdown run, but there'll be some learning moments here, but game's not over yet. Still lots of plays to be made. Little hitch play to Busen down here in the bottom. Oh, we got a little extra out there. Thrown out of bounds.
There we go.
At the 46, and we're going to add on 15, and that's going to be a Spartan first down. There's another 15-yard add-on here. He was out of bounds, and the defender decided to give him a little extra, throw him down, and the official was all over that. Yep, they got it. Personal foul.
There we go.
That was Braden Cunningham, their kick returner, receiver. He's been having a good night. He's a captain, but that's not a captain move right there. Here we go again. Spartans on their left hash at the Oakridge 39. Trips to the right. Charlie Alt set back. Gordon the shotgun. It's going to be a lead play to Alt. Oh, my goodness. There was a hole there on a quick hitting dive up the middle, but he was just tripped up after a gain of 4.
Put a little Vaseline on those shoelaces. just kind of wax those down a little bit.
Or pick your feet up.
Yeah.
If he breaks that, he's going for a ways. That's all right. You'll take 3.5.
Scoreboard says 2nd and 6.
I called it a long 6, but
long 6.
Trips to the right. Oh, Sparta got
early.
Sparta was early. I believe the freshman Peterson took off a little bit early, just before the snap. Hey, you can't fault the man for trying to get a head start, but you can give him 5-yard penalty. That's a freshman mistake right there. Again, a lot of young guys getting valuable experience here. Sometimes experience is taught through adversity, right, Paul?
Absolutely.
So now we're 2nd and 12. That same trips formation to the top. Busen singled up on the bottom here. Gordon in the shotgun. He's got a 5-step drop. Saw some pressure.
Whoa.
They came right back to the freshman, and he's breaking tackles. Paul Peterson up the middle, breaking tackles all the way down to the Oakridge 10-yard line. So they call that the receiver. Someone called that a slip screen, where the receiver comes back to the quarterback and you get blockers out in front of him. Would have been a nice game, but Peterson breaking tackles like he's playing in 8th grade again.
Well, you'll love to see that. Didn't hang his head, made a small mistake.
They made a mistake. He made a mistake, and they came right back to him. Love the confidence the coaching staff has in him. 1st and 10 from the Oakridge 11.
Yeah, that
Dive play to Alt. Ooh, that's going to be stopped quickly by their two-way player, Spencer Jones. He's had a great night on offense and a good tackle there on defense. Gain of 1. We're within a minute here in the 3rd quarter with Spartans knocking on the door. They can make this a game right here.
This is you got to think that we're going to go 4 downs.
So Oakridge is does not have a safety in the middle of the field, so they're staying in a 3-linebacker defense, and there it is. There's a slant to the middle of the field, and just off the hands of the freshman Bo Peterson. That would have been a touchdown if he could have hung on. Looked like that defender was on his back a little bit. The refs let him play. I'm sure their vantage point from on the field is better than mine up in the booth, but I wouldn't have been surprised if a flag was thrown.
I like your vantage point.
I always see better than the officials wherever I'm at. I may have told a couple of them that over the years myself. I've never gotten a flag, though, Paul.
That's excellent.
Try to get along with the official.
It's a tough job.
Double twins, Gordon in the shotgun. Snap, he's dropped, three-step drop to the middle of the field. Oh, that is thrown in coverage, and he is hit hard, and the ball pops out. Jamari Dornbush had his hands on it, but he got hit hard.
Fourth down.
Can't fault him for that. It's 4th and 9 from the 10. They can get a first down. They don't have to go for the end zone, but the first down would give them 1st and goal from the 1. Dornbush hit pretty hard, but he's staying in the game. That same formation. Dornbush, Speck, and Peterson to the right. Straight drop back for Gordon. He fires it to the end zone. That's going to be caught by Peterson on a crossing route. Again, Oakridge did not have any help. They were just playing man-to-man defense. No help in the middle of the field. Peterson gets in front of his defender, reaches high to snag it, and come down for the touchdown. Good ball by Gordon. Great concentration by Bo Peterson. Have a night, young man. Have a night. Welcome to varsity football. I coached with his dad last year, too, and I know his dad is beaming from ear to ear. How you feel about that, Dad, Chad?
Spartans are bringing the energy.
Gabe Gare with the PAT. It's up and it's good. Here we go, folks. It is 21-15 now. Don't look now. But the worm has officially turned, and the Spartans are in this game with 24 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Coach Harger, Oakridge, what do you have for an answer?
Spartans are fired up in the stands. Again, the flags are flying. Student section is excited. Cheerleaders are cheering. It's high school football.
Hey, I love this time of year. See, there's nothing better than the Friday night lights. That's why we got rained out last night. I believe God said, "Thou shalt play football on Friday night, not Thursday night."
Oh, boy. That's probably a Methuselah 717.
That's in the Apocrypha, Paul.
Oh, okay.
These are big words, right?
Yes. Okay. I have to continually keep resetting my scoreboard here, trying to give you an updated score. There it is. I encourage you guys to come back and watch us again later. We'll have all the bugs worked out.
I believe it. Gabe Garrett a kick from the 40, right in the middle of the field. The kick is down deep to the 15. Good seam. Good return. That was Armando Rapp. Gets the ball up to the 36. Didn't quite see who was on the tackle there. But I'd say mid-30s is about the average starting field position for a high school offense. Okay, Sparta's coming on that 4-4 stack defense here again. 2 corners, 1 safety, 4 linebackers, 4 D linemen. They've been switching between a 5 front and a 4-man front to combat this T offense. Look! Oh, we have broken play. So Oakridge had what you did not want to have: 2 guards running into each other. Both thought they were supposed to pull, and somehow they run for 14 yards. Usually that spells disaster. Oh, now we have a Spartan defender on the ground. Looks like it could be a little cramp issue. At least that's what his teammate seems to think. Gabe Gare, part-time trainer, I guess, out there to stretch his teammate out.
You know, you just got to do what you can to help your teammates.
Hey,
for sure.
That's a teammate right there. That's a good teammate. Can't see who it is that's on the field, but our trainer from Corewell Health, Jason Burgess, does a great job. He's out there to work out. Looks like they're working on his calf right now. So I'm guessing that's in the cramp range.
You would think so, especially given first game, really hot yesterday. So
yeah.
They had to warm up and play yesterday. And
one of my first years coaching at Kent City, we played Ravenna first game of the year. Oh, that was DeCorn on the ground. Yeah, we got to get him back in the game. Looks like he's going to be all right. Get him some water. Very steamy, 90-degree muggy night, and we told the boys to drink lots of water because you'll get cramped up. Before the game, I saw one of our players taking Midol. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "My girlfriend told me these are for cramps." And I said, "Buddy, that is not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
How about you just drink some water and
get some Gatorade?
And get some Gatorade,
get some electrolyte replacement."
Yeah, I don't need to go into any more detail, but that's one that I'll never forget.
Probably his friends won't let him forget it either.
Well, and when I see him, I'll remind him too.
You can say, "Hey," and we announced it on the air.
Yeah, you can tune in. He
didn't say his name
to protect the innocent.
There
Yeah, but he was a good kid. Just a little misled.
Wow, we got us a really great ball game, though.
Yeah, and with that, my stories of Midol taking teenage boys. Now we move on to the fourth quarter. Oakridge is going to have it at midfield, 1st and 10. And the Spartans are looking to continue this momentum into the fourth quarter. They need to stop here or they can take this game over.
Yeah, and given the unfortunate near completions we've had, I think we hung tough. There was a time I really felt like this game could have got away from us. We could have packed it in, given up, called it good. But the Sparta faithful should be proud. No quitting these Spartans tonight.
Well, and that's a testament to Coach Chapman. And I got to spend some time on the sidelines last year just charting plays for him. And he does not quit coaching. His coaching staff does not quit coaching. Mm-hmm. And he's a smart coach. But it looks like the boys have learned to overcome some of those mistakes. They didn't hang their heads. Make one mistake, two mistakes. Yep, dropped a pass, false start, but they came right back to him. They're growing up right before our eyes here.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
It looks like Coach Chapman's got a little hitch in his get-along, a cramp or something. Saw him limping off the field, but there's no way he's going anywhere. He's calling this defense. Power play to the right. And that is a great play by Charlie Alt coming in from his corner spot. Again, his job, set that edge, don't get beat outside. He comes in, makes the good, strong tackle. No gain. Spartans strung that out well. In fact, they lost half a yard. And that was a good tackle on their senior running back, Jones, who's had one heck of a night running the ball tonight.
That was a tough tackle. He's been having his way with us a bit, and so those kind of plays really make a difference.
And he's a good-sized running back, and Charlie Alt is not what I would call big, but he's put on some muscle, and he's overcoming his own personal mistakes tonight to have a great game. They're coming right back to Jones, though, with that power. And that time Charlie Alt gets beat around the outside. Credit to Harger for staying with it. Jones with a 16, 17-yard gain. And this is where you start biting those nails. Yeah, there's 11 minutes to go, but you don't want to go down by 2 scores here.
Are they walking backwards for a reason?
Oh, they are walking backwards. There must have been a penalty. I did not see a flag thrown.
I still don't see one. We don't have instant replay.
They
so
didn't.
We can't run it back.
They didn't move the. Oh, there's the flag. It's on the 50. We got a hold out there.
No wonder the run was so good.
Yeah, right. Little cheating helps.
Well.
Okay, just hearing from the PA announcer here that holding is not a spot foul anymore. It's 10 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. So that's a big mistake for Oakridge. Maybe that's why Charlie wasn't there on the tackle. Maybe he got held. Didn't see who.
Let's say that's so. Let's say Charlie did everything right, and the only way they could do that was to
hold him.
Hold him.
All right, Charlie, we got your back. Good job. Now they're looking at 2nd and 21. They're in.
We got some. Looks like they're going to toss this ball.
Well, they got Jones next to the shotgun quarterback, 2 receivers on each side. And nope, it's going to be a power play. Oh, Jones breaking tackles, stiff arming. He's getting to the outside. Oof, he made up almost all of that. 15 yards, chased down by Hunter Borma. Some of our young defensive backs were there to make a play, but that Jones is tough. He's stiff arming. He's running through tackles.
Yeah, they're going to hitch their wagon to the Trevor Jones wagon train there.
Yeah,
see how far they can get.
Well, when you have a horse, you hitch your wagon, right?
That's right.
Oh, we got a little equipment malfunction here. Officials calling timeout. Looks like we got it taken care of. Trips to the right for Oakridge. Trevor Jones next to the shotgun quarterback. Single receiver to the bottom. Ooh, trying to draw Sparta offside. They have held their water all night. No, not one offside penalty yet for the Spartans.
Not on the defense.
4-man defensive front. Looks like
3rd down and 5.
it's a screenplay. Oh, and they set it up beautifully to Jones. He leaked out of the backfield. There he is, stiff-arming people all over the field. Looks like he could go. Oh, but Gabe Gare there with the saving tackle on the cutback. That's twice now tonight they've run that screenplay. You know when your defensive line breaks through without any objection from the offensive line that's going to be a screenplay. What that is the offensive line lets the defensive line through. They throw a quick pass to a waiting receiver with the offensive lineman out in front to block. It's a great play when you have an aggressive play-calling defense or an aggressive defensive line getting upfield. Oakridge is going to stay in this spread formation, though. They're on their hash, the right hash, trips to the left.
Now's when we need a mistake. Turnover.
Yep, you got to have a game-changing play right here. 22 with the carry. Coming back the other way. So, again, they're running with power. That's just out of the spread formation. It's really the same type of plays. Stevenson carried that, not Jones, and he gained 8 yards. Again, what they're doing is spreading our defense out and creating natural running lanes, but they're blocking basically like as if they were out of the tee, these power plays. And now Coach Harger is taking his time. He smells blood in the water, knows he's got some points here with an excellent kicker because they're at the 7-yard line, 2nd and 2. Stevenson in the backfield. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Good defense.
He does not go far. Gain of 1, if any of it. Miller kept it that time. You know, sometimes that's a read play. The running back comes across, and the quarterback can read the defensive end to that side to see if he comes crashing down. And if he does, then the quarterback keeps it. But I don't think that was a read. I think that was a designed keep, the way the quarterback pulled that ball out of the running back's belly. So 3rd and 2 to go. Oakridge looking to the sideline as they signal in the plays. Well, they got a pro formation with an H-back. That's a fullback just kind of hiding right behind the guard and tackle. And it's going to be a lead play right behind him. Spartans do a good job with Gabe Gare filling on the stop, but it wasn't good enough to prevent the first down. As Oakridge powers their way down to the 4-yard line. What's troublesome for the Spartans is that they're grinding the ball down the field and taking up clock.
Right.
So, yeah, the Spartans are hoping to get their hands on the ball, punch it out, create a turnover. They're in that pro formation with that H-back again. 2 yards behind guard and tackle. And my guess is they're just going to keep powering it that way. Sure enough.
Jones.
Ooh! Dustin Warner was in the backfield, missed the tackle. Great hit on the goal line. Ball pops loose. A heady Oakridge player jumps on the ball. That was the chance the Spartans were looking for. The ball came loose, but he jumps on. He picks it up and carries it in the end zone. The play was not whistled dead. I think some of the Spartans thought the play was over, as if that ball came out late. But they signaled touchdown. There still seems to be a little confusion of whether that was touchdown or not. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet.
I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Well, they're placing the ball at the 3-yard line where you snap it for the kick. So that's a touchdown. Oh, they put it on the board now.
Okay.
So they definitely scored the touchdown. I didn't see who it was that picked it up.
Long ways from us right here.
Yeah, it was the far pylon. Now they come out 3 wide to the bottom. Stevenson in the backfield next to quarterback in the shotgun. He's going single up top. He's got his man in the back corner. Good coverage by Charlie Alt. Yeah, I would say I think they tried to get a little cute there for the 2-point conversion. They've had great success powering the ball. Although they did just put it on the carpet, we're lucky to recover their own and score.
Well, now we're going to have to score quick.
Yep. Yeah, you're thinking a little more hurry-up offense. But we'll see if that's what Sparta's thinking. Coach Chapman calls a defense, but he's the head coach. He has say over everything. But Coach Busen has been calling the offense for a number of years. Him and Coach Zurich have been teamed up for a long time, but Zurich retired last year. First time in I don't know how many years he hasn't been on a football sideline. Saw him shopping at Meyer, asked if he missed it yet. He said no. And he was ready to become a fan. I said, wait till those Friday night lights shine. He said, oh, yeah. In that Steve Zurich voice.
Mr. Sparta, that's what I call him.
Mr. Sparta, yeah. So, Steve Zurich, shout out to you tonight. We miss you out here. But hope you're doing something you enjoy with your family. I know you'll be watching a lot of football as a fan this year. But let's see what Coach Busen has cooked up for our offense here.
See if we get another squib kick. Although, not last time we didn't squib kick.
Yeah, Serrano's a deep kicker. This one's going to be returnable, though, at the 5. Bo Peterson, the freshman back there, makes a cut. Coming back the other way. Finding some room. He could be off to the races. Oh, he is brought down. He zigged and zagged. Got out to the 35. 34, it looks like an official mark. One man to beat, but that man made a good tackle.
He has had an excellent game for his first varsity game.
I would say he's shown up really well.
The blue crew is undeterred and trying to get excited and get the
well, that's what the crowd's supposed to do. That's what the student section's supposed to do, right?
They're doing their job.
Trips to the right. Gordon to drop back. He's got one man in the flats. Peterson with the cutback. He makes the catch with the cutback. He stays on his feet. Looks like he's going to have enough for the first down, but I got 2 flags right in the spot of holding. Now, I was wrong the last time I predicted that, but I got a feeling I'm right this time, and I don't like it. Yep, sure enough, that's 10 yards. So it's going to be
bad.
1st and 20. Nope. Flags are coming more into play the second half than they did the first half, certainly. Now, Oakridge overcame a 2nd and 21. That was a huge play.
That was a huge play. We had them pinned.
Pinned back.
Momentum in our favor. And they rose to the occasion.
Well, that was right in the back of Jones.
Yeah.
15-yard run. Set him up for success. Spartans trips to the left. Nathan Speck's single down to the right. Gordon rolling to his right, or to his left, throws back to his right. He's got Charlie Alt on a little throwback screen. Charlie Alt's got room to run. He's got a block downfield. He gets a cutback. He's going to have the first down. Great blocking downfield. That was a roll to the left, throwback screen to the right. Charlie Alt, I believe, was the setback. He just slipped out to the right.
Excellent play.
That is an excellent play. I told you Coach Buson's got something cooking for us, using their aggressiveness against them on defense. They've had success with their screen game. That was a good play, a good screen for us, 20-yard gain. Clock's ticking at 6:10 to go in the fourth. Spartans line up, trips to the left on the far side. Gordon in the gun. 3-step drop. Looking over the middle. He's got a man. There's Peterson again, and he takes a hit, but hangs on.
Tough.
Woo!
He may be a freshman, but he's
He's
like a man.
going to feel it. Yeah, he's coming off gingerly, but he held on to that first down, gain of 11. DeCorn coming back after his cramping issues. Peterson's getting looked at by the trainer. I think he just got his wind knocked out of him a little bit.
Well, he could get hit hard and drop it or get hard and hang on to it. So
good choice, Bo. Good choice.
Yes.
He's a tough little nut. His dad's tough. I play a lot of basketball with him. He likes to throw his weight around. Shotgun look, trips to the left again, same formation. Gordon stepping up, he's getting pressured by Jones. He somehow gets out of it, but Jones is up to the task here of throwing Gordon down for a 1-yard loss. Gordon rolled to his right to escape the pocket, and that's where Jones from his linebacker spot stepped up and attacked. Gordon was able to spin out briefly, but Jones stayed with it. I'd have to say he's the player of the game for Oakridge at this point.
For sure.
You might make a case for Peterson for Sparta. Hunter Borman had a great first half defensively. Roll out to the left and up. Gordon throwing back to his right. When he rolls to his left and throws to his right, there isn't a quarterback around that won't find themselves in a little bit of trouble. That ball's picked off. Picked off at the 34, 35. And now the Spartans are in big trouble.
Definitely going to be running uphill.
2 timeouts to go. You're thinking about how to conserve some clock, and I am pretty sure Coach Harger's going to line up in that T and smashing at him now. I told you he's not conservative, but now's the time to take the air out of the ball and run that clock. And he could prove me wrong and pass on the first play and catch us all by surprise. Sparta lines up in that 53 stack defense. And it's just power right. Good 7-8 yard run. Safety coming up on the tackle. Is that looks like Rosema is one of the tacklers there. I thought DeCorn, DeCorn was up there. The tackle from his safety spot.
Under 4:30 left.
Yeah, that's the odds of victory for Oakridge. What does ESPN have? Those advanced stats.
Yeah.
They would probably be in the 80% right now. Just a guess.
At least.
I don't know how they calculate that. Makes a good story though when you don't win, when the odds were in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
Power to the right. There's a hole, just enough. Not a big gain, but enough for a first down, 4 yards. Rosema in on the tackle. Gare, not Rosema. Yeah, and Oakridge is just going to take their time. Why would they be in a hurry? If you get a quick stop here, you got to think about Coach Chapman might think about using his timeouts.
First down. Well, the last 2 years, Oakridge has been able to get the best of us.
That's a great program.
But we have been able to, at least last year, bounce back and at least make the playoffs. And had a good year. So.
Yeah. This does not.
We showed some good things tonight, and a couple different times things could have gone differently. A fumble at the goal line, they picked up their fumble, made a touchdown out of it.
Yep.
That could have went the other way, didn't. So, but at the end, if you have someone like Trevor Jones, is that his name?
Trevor Jones, yep.
Trevor Jones, he proved to be too much for us to handle tonight.
Yep. Yeah, if I'm
he's a good football player.
Handing out Player of the Game awards, which nobody told me to, but I'd have to say Trevor Jones certainly stood out tonight for Oakridge, among other players, but I'd say without him playing, that might be a different game.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, Oakridge has long had a great program. Coach Sugars was there for a number of years, and then, again, Kerry Harger took over for him. I don't know how many years it's been. He said he told me before the game he's been coaching for 29 years.
It's a long time.
Again, I think I said it already, but there are a lot of former Hope College players that are in the high school coaching world. Proud to say that.
Yeah.
And Kerry Harger certainly is at the top of the list there. But Coach Chapman, when you're talking about the pantheon of great high school coaches, he's been around the block, and he's excellent. So we're not done yet. Let's see what Coach Chapman has in store. And he tricks up his sleeves here. Power to the right with Jones with the cutback. Good tackle by Charlie Ellett right there. Sparta's using their timeouts now. They are out of timeouts with 3:07 left. And Oakridge is going to face a third and looks like 4.
Sparta as their final timeout of the evening.
It appears that Coach Chapman is wearing some kind of boot down there. I don't know if it's an Achilles problem, if he rolled an ankle, or what he did out there, but this is a rough game, even for coaches sometime.
You mentioned he was limping a little while ago.
He kind of walks with a limp anyway, but he was noticeably limping and hopping off the field, and now it seems to be some kind of boot on his left leg. I don't know if he got rolled up into or what, but as you and I know, you get to a certain age and you just never know.
You never know.
Yeah, he's wearing a boot, limping off very gingerly. But he doesn't need his legs. He just needs his brain and his mouth. And there's still plenty of that. All right. Oakridge comes out in that familiar tee. Sparta's lined up in the 53 defense. And they run. Oh, the quarterback fake to Jones, and he's around the end. Breaking tackles. Down to the 25. Outside of a fumbled snap or a turnover, I'm afraid that's going to salt this away. I know there's 3 minutes to go, but with no timeouts left, this might be inevitable for our Spartans. But you never know. With time still on the clock, you never say surrender. That's what makes a great story, right, Paul?
Yep, for sure. We would need a little bit of help.
We're going to need a lot of help. But stay tuned, because you don't want to be the one that misses a great story.
That's right.
Straight T, double tight. Just a power to their left. Ooh, Gabe Gare meets him in the hole. Good tackle by Gare. Short gain, maybe one.
Spartans are not able to stop the clock.
No. Nope, that's why. At this point, too, They've got to take chances. They've got to punch at the ball. A lot of times we say first man go in there and wrap up, next guy in, punch at the ball. We might not have that luxury now. We might have to be
Punch first.
punch first, tackle later. Yeah, rip at that ball. You've got to get the ball back. They're almost in position just to take a knee here. A minute and a half to go. Yeah, they don't need to hand the ball off, really. But they're gonna. They give us to number 1. Cunningham. It's a good 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain. I think Coach Hager's looking to get one more first down, and then all he has to do is line up in the victory formation for the inevitable kneel down. Clock's ticking down to 55 seconds now. Again, Eagles are in no hurry. Quarterback Miller gets him huddled up. They might even be taking the penalty here. They got 5 seconds to snap it. I don't think they're real concerned. Oh, it's just kneel down formation. Oh, they should have a penalty right there. They were not set when they snapped the ball. That'll stop the clock. It'll drop them back 5 yards. No matter, because it'll still be third down.
Sparta announcer Joe Davis saying
Never seen it.
penalty on the kneel down. I've never seen that before. That's pretty funny.
Well, he hasn't watched enough football, I guess, because you watch long enough, you see everything. But I would have to probably think long and hard if I've ever seen that myself. But they're just going to kneel it down right here. And the clock is running. They might not even need to snap this now. Oh, there it is, a snap. Yep, the kneel down. This game is over. Evan Miller's got the ball, gives it to the official. Nothing we can do. 5 seconds, that's the ball game, folks.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff, Spanky, Amalot.
Oh, my
helping
pleasure.
out.
I
You did a
appreciate
great
being asked.
job, and appreciate what you do for the community and our young people here at Sparta. So thanks again for filling in. Hopefully we'll get you back at another time. And also for your sister spotting for us. Fantastic job.
Thank you to the assist from, Sherry Hacker to my
Sherry
right.
Hacker. Thank you, Sherry.
She's a good sports mom. I just called her into last-second duty. But, it's an honor to be here. I'm so glad that this worked out, that I was able to help out. It was a well-fought game. Again, Oakridge, wish them the best of luck moving forward. That's a good program. But Sparta's going to be all right.
I think so, too.
Some of those young guys earned some valuable minutes tonight. And I see good things in the future. They clean up some of those drops and nervousness. Get that offense going.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be all right. Look for Sparta to make some noise. Coach Chapman has a lot of coaching in his background and a lot of coaching in his future, and he'll have this team ready to go next week.
Thanks so much, and we'll catch you next time on tinyurl.com/SpartaLive.